We're back. Another one. Actually, it's not even as happy as I'd like it to be. I read the chapter. Yo, she can't. Spoiler alert. They can't get rid of Osaragi, bro. What do we do? What do we do here? Because number one, I don't think Torres and Oki can take care of Shishiba and Osaragi. I don't think that 2v2. I don't think they win that. Excuse me. I don't think they win that at all. I don't think they win that at all. And considering Osaragi is basically like a beast that runs off of bloodlust, she done awoken up the Takamura personality and he came straight for her and her bloodlust kicked in, immediately diced her. What? He didn't dice her. He got a nice little slash off. And now Shishiba's trying not to let her perish. And what's the shooter's name? Kamihate is now helping as well. So it's Shishiba Kamihate versus Takamura, basically. Well, Azuki in parentheses Takamura. It's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. Yeah. I don't really know where we go from here. Like, I wish I had more words. I had so much more words. So much more words? Is that English? So much more words. I had a lot more words to say as soon as I clicked record, and then once I clicked record and remembered the chapter, it just made me... Oh, man. But I say this to say, so let's figure out where we go from here. Because if we have death flags for Osaragi, Shishiba, and Kamihate, you know what? I think it might be death flags for Shishiba and Kamihate, and maybe they'll do everything they can to save Osaragi. It's either Osaragi survives or Shishiba survives. I don't think it matters if the shooter, the sniper, survives, to be honest, for me at least. I think if Shishiba dies, Osaragi lives. I think if Osaragi dies, Shishiba has to live, unless they just take out both. To which, here's what I'm thinking of. Because if they take out Osaragi, right, and you leave Shishiba, basically, he's going to be bloodlusted for sure. And he's either going to turn up, or he's going to get saved and then turn up. And the same thing for Osaragi. She's probably going to... I wonder, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if the goal is for Shishiba to, like, you know, that's his last one, and Osaragi hangs out with Sakamoto's family, and she kind of gets a feel for that side of things, or that side of the world, so that, because she's been an assassin her whole life, just, like, roaming the streets and just, like, handling business like that. So I wonder if... Because all I'm thinking about is, let's put it like this. Anyone who survives in this fight, in terms of Osaragi, Shishiba, and Kamihate, they have to go to Sakamoto's side. Because there's nothing that they gain from being in between. They're going to have to pick a side. Because ultimately, it doesn't really make sense for them not to. But I guess we get to scale Oki a little bit as well. I'm not going to lie. Oki's a little bit underwhelming, in my opinion. Torres is cool. Torres is pretty cool. But Oki's underwhelming. So I feel like we need to see more from him. And I don't know. The odds still don't look in his favor. Because then if we have Kamihate and Hisuke as two snipers on one side. And they're sniping from a distance. While they're... Are we going to jump Takamura from long range? If they make it out. So yeah, there's so many ways we can go with this, but the fact that Osaragi, which mind you is one of my favorite characters, and she turned up immediately, just a brute, and so I'm just, it makes me feel some way, because I'm just like, what happens next? Where do we go from here? And that's the part that, like, really has me concerned, because, again, the goal is for Shishiba and Osaragi to take out Azuki, which we can't take out Azuki, so they have to lose. But the question is, will Azuki cop a new personality by the time that happens? Will Azuki copy new personality? And I don't think he'll copy Shishiba. No, he shouldn't copy new personality because he already has Takamura. And Takamura is the embodiment of Bloodlust, so copying Osaragi wouldn't do anything for him. And you can't copy talent. Well, I guess technically you kind of can. And that's basically what Azuki's been doing, is copying literally everything. So, you know what? I take that back. But yeah, it's just... Sakamoto Days is getting wild, and now we're gonna have like a culling games for Sakamoto Days, and I'm only more concerned. Because without Osaragi, we're missing out on the brute. Because respectfully, I think she dog walks Kashima. She dog walks a lot of the members. I think the only two people she might not be able to dog walk is Azuki. Depending on if Torres is like bluffing again because he wants to get paid. And then, yeah, Oki doesn't seem like he does too much. Like, for him being like the boss for Sakamoto, and I don't want to underestimate him because clearly we haven't seen a lot from him, and that's for good reason. But ultimately, like, what does he do that would like cause her to be on her toes? Because I think the only concern is really Torres. Torres is probably the biggest concern. Or the sound guy. The sound guy is definitely a concern as well. But I think she would just brute force through that as well. She would just throw the buzzsaw as quick as she possibly can. This is... It's definitely introspection. It's definitely time for introspection. But I'm really excited for what the chapters have to hold. Because now I'm kind of excited. And so... I guess we'll see if Shishiba goes all out from here because of Osaragi, or vice versa if she survives and comes back later with Sakamoto's crew. Someone needs to go back to Sakamoto and come back so we can have a standoff. Because, like I said, the numbers ain't adding up. You know, like I said in the last video, you got 8 members versus 5. And right now, you got... Ooh, I couldn't do math for a second. Remove 3 of them, you got 5 versus 8. So, yeah, something's got to give. Yeah, Shishiba can't survive. Kamihate can't survive. If we're being honest. Yeah, I feel like if we're being honest, Kamihate can't survive. And Shishiba, yeah, they got to trade. I don't see the story going anywhere else if there's no trade. If they still survive, I guess that's one thing. But I feel like... I don't know. I feel like this would be the best time to see Yatsumura again in a different light. But then again, I don't know. Sakamoto Days is actually keeping me on my toes, so I have no idea. But we're just going to keep reading and stay tuned, because they got me. I hate doing the peak pose whenever I feel like it. That's crazy. It's like an instinct now to do. But that's Sakamoto Days. This is weekly chapters. Kagurabachi videos are coming out, 2 of them. And then I'm going to try to read... Ordeal, which is the webtoon I've been reading a lot. I'm going to try to probably pop in a review for that. I'm going to see if I can plan that out. In a couple of weeks, just to let y'all know what's going on. In 2 weeks, I'm going to a live wrestling show. I'm going to All Elite Wrestling show in Norfolk, Virginia. And so, during that time period, I'm either going to pre-record the videos or there will be no videos. So, the week of the 30th, I'm either going to pre-record or there'll be no videos. Just letting you know that now. Other than that, stay tuned because I am working on a short film right now as well. So, yeah. We're going to have a splendid time. But, y'all keep reading Sakamoto Days. Look out for the Kagurabachi videos. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace.